In Rhythm Heaven, there's a really iconic and easily identifiable piano sound which sounds like this. It's often referred to as the built-to-scale piano, as it prominently features in that minigame's music, serving as both its main instrument and as a unique sound cue. The sound is internally stored within the game's data, and is assigned as a usable instrument in the game's sound set. It's utilised multiple times across the soundtrack's sequence songs, notably in Remix 7, where it creates the distinct piano chords. What you might not realise is that this piano sound makes multiple appearances throughout the game's OST and extends its appearances into the game's prequel, Rhythm Tengoku. While it is more subtle throughout the game's OST, here are a few instances of it, the first example being the most easy to recognise. Now, you may ask, why am I talking about this piano with so much knowledge? Is there some kind of reasoning behind this? Well, yes, there is. In 2018, after playing Rhythm Heaven for the first time, I decided to go on a long and tedious quest to trace the origin of this iconic piano sound. My search led me through countless VST plugins, sample libraries, and even physical synths I bought just to look for it. But it's been years of me constantly hitting dead ends. I even asked my close friend Collision Chaos Radio to help me in this search, but despite our joint efforts, we find ourselves pretty much at the same starting point as we were when we began. Despite hitting dead ends, there have been a few discoveries along the way. Initially, when I shared it with CCR, I only had the ripped sound from within Rhythm Heaven, as well as the Remix 8 example from the Rhythm Tengoku soundtrack CD. However, going deeper into the hunt for the piano sound revealed its extensive use not only across Rhythm Heaven, but also in Rhythm Tengoku CD release. It's also used in a song Sunku wrote in 2011 in response to the earthquakes that occurred in Japan, mostly audible at the end. This example is one of my favourites because you can just tell based on the tonality. Also, the song is just really good and it's free to download. And if you like Rhythm Heaven's music, you'll likely enjoy this song as its production is very Sunku of the era. It's also just a charming song. And then really the last thing I can say in regards to our hunt specifically, we've also ruled out several sound libraries of plugins already, giving us a list too extensive to detail here in this video, with the list also being disappointingly long and full of no's. So with all that said, where is this going now? Well, CCR and I are at a pretty good dead end now with the search. Our knowledge has hit a brick wall despite the extensive effort made to find this thing. CCR's looked through lots of sample libraries and plugins for the piano, and I've bought actual equipment to find it, and we've both come out with no piano from both sides of the coin. So now I'm dropping the question out there. Do you, the viewer, potentially recognise this piano? Or are you, again the viewer, interested to come in and join the strange hunt for this piano used within Rhythm Heaven? If you do want to join in on this oddly strange train of trying to find it, or you just know it, or have any ideas on potentially where to look, then by all means let me know down below. I suppose this is where I should drop a few little things about the piano that we do know. The piano likely has multi-samples based on velocity control, is likely a very easy to pick patch from wherever it's from, just based on how often it's used, is likely modern, by 2006 standards, and is either from some kind of hardware or VST plugin. Sample libraries are a potential, but I don't really expect this piano to come from a sample library based on kind of how complex it is. With the VST plugin side of the coin, it could potentially be related to Pro Tools, as that's what Sunku used for recording at the time in his studio, although I don't actually know much about Rhythm Tengoku / Heaven's music production process. It could have been done at Nintendo instead for all I know. Maybe somebody else knows more in that regards. But anyway, I'll probably link more in the description, and maybe if enough people are interested I could delegate a chat in my Discord server to this specific piano sound. Who knows what the future could bring in regards to it. Right now, getting this video out and spreading the word, however, is my biggest priority, and since you're here now, I just want to say thank you for watching. I hope someday we actually get to find this piano sample. It's been an odd 5-year hunt with many dormant years, so now it gets serious I suppose. So, signing out again, thanks for watching and ta-ra!